Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. What does the Bible say about falling in love? We talk a lot about love here on this channel. It's about marriage to a woman from another country, in my case, the Philippines. Love Beyond the Sea. So we talk about what love is. We should. And this is from, and other videos like this, from gotquestions.org. Gotquestions.org. What does the Bible say about falling in love? To fall in love is to become enamored with someone or to begin to feel love for him or her. Falling in love is an expression describing one's emotional state when the happy feelings of what's assumed to be love start to grip the soul. The Bible does not speak of falling in love, but it does have much to say about love. The Bible presents love not as an emotion, but as an act of the will. We choose to love. That is, we commit ourselves to act in the best interests of another person. The idea of falling in love relies on warm emotions and, more than likely, surging hormones. The biblical view of love is that love can exist apart from feelings. No hormones are needed to obey the command to love your neighbor as yourself. That's James 2, verse 8. Of course, nice emotions often accompany love, and we naturally have warm feelings toward someone we're attracted to. And of course, it's good and proper to have positive feelings and surging hormones when in the company of one's spouse. But if that's all there is to falling in love, then we're in trouble. What happens when the feelings fall away? What about when the hormones stop surging? Have we fallen out of love? Love should never be seen as dependent on feelings or expediency or romantic attraction. The falling in love concept places undue emphasis on the emotional condition of those involved. The wording of the phrase almost makes it sound as if love were an accident. I can't help falling in love with you. Makes a nice song lyric, but in real life, we are responsible to control our emotions. Many marriages have been ended and many foolishly begun because someone fell in love with the wrong person. God hates divorce. Malachi 2:16, no matter how hard someone fell in love with another man or woman. Love is not a state that we stumble into. It's a commitment that we grow into. Part of the trouble with the idea of falling in love is the world's twisting of what love means. It would often be more accurate to say that those who fall in love actually fall in lust or fall into infatuation or fall into codependency. Love is the most excellent way, 1 Corinthians 12:31. Love is patient, love is kind, from 1 Corinthians 13. And we don't fall into patience, we don't fall into kindness. The more we grow into love, the more giving and others focused we will become. Falling in love is a lovely phrase, and it conjures up enjoyable feelings of having entered an ideal romance. Such feelings are fine in and of themselves, and it's possible that those who are falling in love have indeed found a perfect match. But we must always remember that love is more than just emotional involvement based on physical attraction. Those who are falling in love are sometimes blinded to the reality of their situation and can easily mistake the intensity of their emotions for genuine love. And it ends here. The bride in the Song of Solomon speaks of the permanence of true love as she exhorts her husband, place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm. Song of Solomon 8:6. In other words, pledge to me all of your emotion, your heart, and all of your strength, your arm. That's the end of this article from gotquestions.org. Please leave comments about these videos or thoughts on love, and I think it's a real eye-opener when you find out what love really is. And the one thing I will mention here from this gotquestions.org article is where they say, I like this, love is not a state that we stumble into. It's a commitment that we grow into. That's why I've been saying, you love each other. When you're married, you pledge to love each other. I married my Filipino wife after 54 days back in 2015. And I'm more convinced all the time that this is love is a commitment that we grow into. We're saying, I'm going to love you. The people that marry you probably don't ask you if you loved the person before you showed up that day to be married. They're telling you that you have to love each other from that point on. And they try to explain, often in weddings, what love really is. And they may think it goes in one ear and out the other, but they've got to tell them. And it is very well put here, a commitment that we grow into. And the more we learn about it, it's like, oh, so that doesn't show her love? Okay, I can do that. I can change that. That's a small thing. And we can grow into love by learning to be more patient. That's critical. Impatience will just lead to lack of forgiveness, and the relationship will stagnate. So absolutely, you can say a lot of things about love, but I like this. Love is a commitment that we grow into. Some of you know this from being married for 10, 15, 20 years, or even more. And we've been married for about 7 years and 8 months. And I'll take for as many years as possible with my love beyond the sea.